And do you find you get super fans
yeah.
who know all of the detail of the early days of the Beatles? Because you must get people who have gone deep down the rabbit hole.
Listen, there's more fans out there know more about the Beatles than what I do. They know more about me than what I do. You know, so you're going to get that at the show today. But it keeps you on your toes, put it that way. You know, put it that way.
What are some of the more strange conspiracy theories when it comes to the Beatles that you've heard over the years?
Oh, strange conspiracy theories. My goodness me. I suppose the most morbid one was that, did I know why Chapman wanted to kill John Lennon?
Really?
Yeah, and my answer to that is, you're asking the wrong guy.
Yeah.
You know, but that's the gambit of, you know, that's a morbid one. It goes to, conspiracy theories, you know. Why did he get kicked out?
Well, that has to be the one. Like, that's the one they want from the horse's mouth.
It goes on and it goes on.
Yeah, you were saying that is
Oh, yeah.
the one, which of course you're getting sick of being asked. But what just bring us through for those of you
Who are unfamiliar.
who are unfamiliar with the tale of the Beatles? What happened there in the early days?
Well, that's because the dismissal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or just bring us to the leading up to that, because you were responsible partially for those very interesting haircuts, but you were there from the get-go, weren't you?
Yeah, I was there. You know, it started in my mother's club. There was the Quarrymen. Played there as the Casbah. Then I joined them in August 60. Stayed with them till August 62. We went out to Germany, Hamburg, came back. The start of Beatlemania happened at the Casbah, December 19, 1960. That was the first gig my mother gave us, you know, when we came back from Germany. Billed us as the fabulous Beatles direct from Germany.
Yeah.
Admission, 1 shilling. My God, who could go, you know, see the Beatles today for 1 shilling?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it just shows how long ago it was. But
And did you know that it was going to be something? Did you have that sense of this is going to turn into something significant?
Not the icons in the music industry. I mean, that was something no one ever dreamed of. We knew that we were going to be big, whether it was, I suppose you could call it, Scouse arrogance, what we'd achieved and what we had plans to achieve. We knew that we were going to be big in the English history, industry. But what happened, once they got Love Me Do was released, was something which was just like, wow, where the hell did that go? And they became the icons of the music industry so very fast.
Yeah,
that was the incredible thing.
And such a unique sound as well. That the early days you were instrumental in creating.
Yeah, I had a pretty big drum sound, which was led to them being the savage young Beatles. So it was the Atom Beat, as Bill Harry from the Mersey Beat paper, he nicknamed it the Atom Beat, and that stuck with me. So a lot of people, a lot of drummers in Liverpool copied that sound. So we were talking before about, drummers, having their own style. So I suppose my unique style was the fact that I was the inventor of the Atom Beat.
Yeah.
Did you rate Ringo?
As what?
Oh.
Yeah. Ringo has his own style, put it that way.
Very diplomatic.
Whether people like it or not is a difference of opinion. So I let the audience judge that. It's one of the questions we get asked. Who do you feel is a better drummer? And it's just like, how the hell are we asking me for? You decide.
Yeah. When you look back at your experience, bittersweet, of course, because there's a what might have beens, but do you ever regret having encountered them in the first place? Or the benefits outweighed the...
Far from it. No. Whatever happened, my period with them, I'm so proud of, to be quite honest. The fact that I wasn't part of them to become the icons, but the contribution and what we achieved in the 2 years I was with them was something I can look back with fond memories.
Yeah.
So regrets, no.
No regrets.
Far from it. Far from it.
Were you that relaxed about it at the time, or was there a lot of anger?
Got to be a lot of anger at the time. Let's be totally honest about it. You're a 20-year-old kid. You're on the top of the world. You get called into Brian Epstein's office, and basically within the space of 5 minutes, you're out the biggest band that's coming out of Liverpool. So for a certain amount of time, it does stay with you. You try and find out the reasons for it. You're running up blind alleys, nothing seems to be happening for you, and then all of a sudden it's like, hang on a minute. You can't keep doing this. You are going to end up silly and demented. So there comes a time. Fortunately with me, it happened fairly quickly. whereby you turn around and say, it's not about yesterday, it's about today and tomorrow. And once I got that into my head, straight road ahead.
But
there
that's
we went.
such an incredibly difficult thing to do. Did you have to make a conscious decision to say, cop on now?
Yeah, basically, yeah. It's like, stop worrying what happened yesterday. It's all about today and tomorrow. What happened yesterday you can't change. But today and tomorrow is in your hands.
Did you have any contact with the lads afterwards?
No.
Never.
No, that was the funny thing. Tried to get in touch with them, after the dismissal. Wouldn't come to the phone. Brian wouldn't come to the phone. And then I joined a band called Lee Curtis and the All Stars, and we became second to them in the Merseybeat poll, and that was as close as you could get to the Beatles in those days. And as we were coming off stage, Lee Curtis and the All Stars, they were going on stage, nothing mentioned, passed like ships in the night. And there's been no contact ever since. They've gone their way, I've gone mine.
Yeah, but considering the memories you do have, though, you said it for the 2 years, though, you got into a fair bit of trouble as well. It wasn't, I mean, when we look at what you got up to, I mean, hang on a second, you got arrested with Paul McCartney? What did you do?
Yeah. Well, if you want the graphic detail, we allegedly tried to burn the Bambino down.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, with a couple of condoms.
Okay.
So,
Safety first when involved in arson, Pete.
well, there you are. You see, that's why I don't really want to go into too much detail on a Sunday.
I'd say the statute of limitations, yeah,
is
you're
well
probably
gone
all
there
right.
now.
It's there for the show this afternoon. We can talk a lot more about
So
it. Go
if
on.
you want to hear more, that's what you're going to have to do. And by God, I'm going to be hearing more about it in the break. Let me tell you, thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a delight.
Thank
Been
you,
a
Pete.
pleasure.
There you are. If you want to find out the details of Pete Best and Paul McCartney engaged in arson with prophylactics, tickets are still available for an audience with Pete Best at Lost Lane on Dublin's Grafton Street tonight, and you can book yours at ticketmaster.ie.
So there's a phrase I never thought I'd hear on Ireland AM.